Hi guys. It's Monday. 1 second. Let me get to my other video. Oh. Okay. How's everybody? Let me check if I can see your check. Means hi Elise. Hi Kathy. Hi Moon. I don't know what your name is. Guten Tag. Hi Denmark again. Heidi. Hi Laura. Hi Simona. Not sure if I should do the microphone. Andrea. I will forget that. Hi Lisbeth. Yeah, I will forget names. That's what I do in real life too. Faces are hard too. Let me get the microphone just to make sure. Okay, if I do this, I can explain those to you. So I got microphones in case you need one. I know, it's a guy on Instagram that I follow. Sorry. Karin, hallo, wie geht's dir? Okay, one thing after the other. T-shirt, guy on Instagram who prints these himself. What I love about it is he buys thrift store stuff. Like this one even has moth holes in it, which I think is really cool. I just snorted while I laughed. His name is, okay, I love you so much it hurts. And just the first letter, so ILYSMITH. Whew, that was tough. Microphone. So I got it from a big old... Thanks, Elise. I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, if you're watching the recap, this is a live video. I will be talking to people that are watching live, just in case you wondered. If you don't like that concept, Friday would be your day where you will not be talking to people other than to myself. Focus. Not expensive. I got two, so this is a transmitter. This is what people have on their backs and on TV, and then you put this somewhere where your mouth is. This guy goes into your phone. See, it has the adapter thing. And then every time you have to turn this on, which I forget sometimes. So your voice goes in here all the way through this little cable, ends up here, and this sends it to this thing, which is in my phone. So that makes you hear me when I paint. So that's the reason. I know you can hear me now. Can you? I just assume. So let me turn this on because, like I said, I forget that. Battery is charged, that's important too. You won't hear a change until I put this guy. Oh, you know what? A good thing too, because I keep putting this in my paint. And get it under your shirt. There we go. Okay, and then you can hear me once I put this in the phone. Wanna see if it works? Hello, hello. Hi, Kathy. So, until you complain, I assume you understand me. Let me turn my light for a second. Now I can move away. Oh, the sun is gonna move around too, I just saw. So give me one more second. There, I hope we're good for now. The dog is still in the sun, which is important. Otherwise she would just bother me and you. That's so cool, Renee. Cool. Can't wait to hear how it goes. Okay. So I've been playing with neons lately, and I'm still onto that. I'm preparing something though for future videos, so I don't really want to give you more neons right now. I don't want to bore you or myself. So, we're going to a very, for me, normal color palette. Yeah, I know. Neons are never boring. I was never a fan of, well, I didn't care about neons, but when I played with that, and I have a tiny UV light that I can barely see myself. Hi, Anne. And it doesn't work for taping, videoing, recording, fotografieren heißt es in der Sprache, die ich kenne. Never mind, it's not bright enough, so I can't show you that, but the depth you're getting with the UV light, it's like, even if, so the splatter blow that I did on my Friday video, the paint kind of rolls over itself. Hi Amy, I'm so glad you made it. What was I gonna say? Jeez, I can't deal with more than one thing. The depth, so you can still see the colors underneath, and with the UV light brings that out, and it's insane. I just don't see myself having a UV light on my wall so I can see my paintings in those colors, if that makes sense. I don't know. Back in the day, I had a bunch of friends who had, UV lights in their rooms because they would get stoned all the time. Not that is necessarily in. I should stop talking. Yeah, I love the look, but I don't see people really having UV lights at home so they can really, you know what I mean? It would be awesome in a club, huge. So maybe that's what I have to aim for. Okay, let me shut up and show you the colors. I guess I can't shut up because I put the microphone on. And, but this is, hi Tiff! So, there's still a little bit of bubbles in here because I mixed that an hour ago. A bunch of like the big stuff is not in there anymore. I can recommend, especially if you put a lot of colors on, if you do a minimalistic painting, at least for me, I never had trouble with bubble trouble, but since nowadays I cover my whole canvas, the bubbles do, they can be annoying. So whatever I said a year ago, forget that. I don't want bubbles anymore. Did I say that that was black, blue-black atelier? This is a mix of green turquoise and a dollop of blue turquoise by Amsterdam. Because at first I wanted to use the green turquoise, but it was too similar to this guy. Hi, Dave. I can't, so I'm looking at my phone and I can always see like one comment and I might miss things. So I apologize for that. Words are not easy on me today. So this is Lagoon. Lagoon was too similar to the green turquoise by Amsterdam. That's why I put some of the blue in here, just to make it look a little different. This is one of my favorites. It's Interference Pigment by this little piggy. It's Macaw. It's a, I don't know if you call that a double shift. I think it was more or less a accident that it looks gold, blue, and green. I guess the gold in there and the blue mix too. And there is stuff in there. Oh well. Macaw. So when it's dry, wait, you put your macaw in the black cell activator? That's brilliant. Although I did that with gold ones. Oh, I did it with meteorite the other day. That's a great idea. And guess what I'm gonna do now? I love you people. Okay, this is my black cell activator. And I just put a little bit in this. So I still have some black cell activator. And then use some of my macaw in here. I wonder how much. It's not a lot in this tiny cup. Haga, what are you eating? Oh! Sorry, she found herself a kitchen towel. Oh my God, I was accidentally yesterday watching the Westminster Kennel Club Best in Show. You just added the... Well, oh shit, Elise, yes, you would have just added the powder, which makes sense since this is a pouring medium color. Oh, holy ho. It looks really cool in the cup though. Elise, you're so, did I tell you that I love you lately? Duh. I wonder what's gonna happen. I know it's not, you should not mix those colors together, but I never did. I can try it. Yeah, you're right. What if I mess it up though? Who cares, huh? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. You know what? It's... I don't know if you can see that. Like it does the cell thing on my stick. I didn't steer it, but do you see that? It looks so cool. Oh well. Oh, me stupid. Oh well. Okay. It was really just a blob. So let's see what happens. Great idea. I'm gonna do it next time. Duh. Okay. Black cell activator. Maybe messed up macaw black cell activator. Who knows if it's gonna work. This is the traditional white. Okay. And this is gold. It's a deep gold, golden deep gold, and I mixed it with bright gold to make it not as antique-y looking. And then I opened a new bottle of Australian Floetrol. My gosh, what a difference. Fresh Floetrol is awesome. Okay, let me pour. Oh, Westminster Kennel Show. God, I love dogs, guys. I'm not a big fan of those breed things, like how they cut their ears and cut their tails, and there's, you know, we all know there's no reason for that anymore. We don't need that. The dogs don't need it. It's just water. But God, the Bloodhound one. And if you guys have watched, if you not watched Best in Show, what's his name? What's the Best in Show? Watch that movie. Yeah, I don't. Yes, the film. Okay. You know my colors now. And then here, how about I show you this? It's really it's just plywood that I had lying around. My table is actually fairly low. It's perfect to work on, but every time I mix like this, so I needed something elevated, and then I drilled, I think 2 1/4 holes in there, so those to-go cups fit perfectly in there. And then I have my little, yeah. So the small cups fit in there. The big ones, not so much. Okay. Canvas. Sorry, I touched the microphone. That's a little boo-boo. I tried to fix it, didn't work so well. This is a bought canvas, cradle wood canvas board, whatever. But it's separated right there. And I didn't really have time to, oh no, well, what I did is hot glue the inside. So I'm not sure how that is working out. We have to try this. Put that on my spinner. And I will tilt this to the side so it's out of my way. Move it a little closer. I think I have to turn off the music again. Hey, Helga. No. I'm just turning it down a little bit. All right. Oh, I also have some boom gel, just in case. Putting it on this side. See if my spinner has clearance. Pour myself a tea. I got the perfect matching teacup. Isn't that cool? Over my right shoulder, this one, Elise. Yeah, it's one of these that that I love, but also not. Okay. Let's get to this. I'ma flip you around. And we all know I need some time. No, Elise, I did not hear that. I'm sorry. Get a little bit up. Sorry, that screw was loose. It still is, huh? There we go. All right. This is my canvas. I kind of want to play with those splatter blows. The sun is sneaking through. Oh well. Let me put on some paint. So yeah, splatter blows. Oh, there's goopers in there. Oh, Jesus. Okay. First, we're gonna do some loop finding. This guy is obvious. Ooh. This is a good one. It was the rest of the canvas, a can, and it set for a little bit, so the sides dried out, and I didn't clean that up. And then I think that was it. Those bloops. Oh. Okay, I think we're okay. Let me push that a little bit back in the middle. So we got our cushiony pillow. I think there was another one. Yep. I'll put bubbles in. Great. Quick. I saw some boogers over there, but I'm not worried about those. Those are gonna get spun off if I'm not totally unlucky. Speaking of unlucky, did anybody watch football yesterday? Did you know I'm a Niners fan? Holy cannoli. I'm not gonna get into that. Just if you're interested. Holy shit, man. Oh, I said the S word. I heard I'm not allowed to do that. So I won't offend people. So I'm sorry if I offended you. Kathy, did you just say eagles? Kathy, I thought we were friends. Kidding. Just a game, right? And the Eagles were pretty darn good this year. Okay, shut up, Jessica, and paint. This is my macaw. I didn't have a lot. So, but I just put some background. I leave this on here just to have what's on there move with the lagoon onto the canvas. There. Next one is my green, blue, turquoise. I guess turquoise would be the name. A little bit more generous this time. Okay. Yum, yum. Let me put some lagoon on top of that. Just because I know I did not, the most bling colors are here. Let me pop those colors. Those bubbles. All right. All right. I kind of feel like that's not enough contrast. What do you guys think? Should I add another color? Nope. Shut up, Jessica. I'm gonna go with what the plan was. Just popping some bubbles. Okay, this can be enough, a lot, because I kind of want to, wait, it's okay if that drips on there. I want to get rid of at least the big bubbles there. I like when the bubbles pop and you see the color underneath. I don't necessarily like it when you see the pillow paint. Oh, there's a lot of bubbles in there. Oh well. It's not that it's not fixable. Okay, I want a blue-black background. That's why I'm covering all my other colors. But I want the other colors to peek through when I swipe or blow or whatever I'm gonna do. That's why I have the other colors underneath. Saving the blue black that I have on my spatula. Okay, I would like to start with, let's see. So that's my black. I think I will use that first. Oh. This is my glisten black, and I'm gonna put it around it, just, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not sure if you can see it. I can see it. It's very pretty. Oh, I can see how that might look if you did it right. Okay, so I will spread this out. And then do this. So what I realized with those blows is I don't actually know if that is the blow or if it's more the amount of paint that I have on there. The cells are really small, and they I noticed that before. Ooh, that looks like a butterfly wing. Let me play with that one. Because I want to spread this out a little bit. Ooh. Was that in frame? I don't know. Let's do a swipe in there. That is my white. That's my black. Oh, no, that was gold. And this is black in this case. Just a tiny bit of my turquoise and the macaw. And I go in here. Basically let the spinner do the work. Alright, the plan was, I don't think there was a plan actually. I try to prevent these white lines, which is the pillow paint that I picked up together with the other colors. Okay, let me rearrange my paint. I know this will fly off, so I'm not worried about that bit. Oobla. Okay. Yum yum. Let me do kind of like the white here. That's something for another day, I think. Let me put some white cell activator there. Some, oh, hurry up, that is sinking quickly. A drop of black. 2 drops of gold. Then again, I will blow in the middle, make it spread out, and then give it another blow, short and intense. I guess I'm also moving my head weirdly. And I love when the big ones pop. Whoa. A lot of the times they look super 3D. Okay, let's grab this guy. So I had the new bottle of Floetrol in the white. And the reaction of the white is just insane. I'm not sure if you can see the difference. So Let me give that a baby spin while I pour myself some tea. Is my full pillow a thinner consistency? You know, yes, no. It's the same as my pouring medium. I thought about having it thinner just so that it moves faster over the rest, right? I mean, that is... But it doesn't really work with if the paints that you put underneath are thicker and you put a thinner paint on top of that, it doesn't work as good. So you kind of have to figure that out. I'm really not super worried about the consistency, to be honest with you. Oh, Amy just answered that for you. She's a good one. She knows what she's talking about. She listens. At least I assume she is. I really like what's going on here. All those little bubbles that I tried to pop in the blue-black. See this? All the speckles? That's what happens with those. Kind of like this. Let's do another splatter over here in this direction. Oh, what? Looks kind of cool. Let me think about this a little bit. Okay, so what I like about those splatters is the splatters, obviously. Hey! She has no idea how tiny she is. Hey, das reicht. Danke. All right, let me... Don't yell at me, I'm gonna splatter with my... I'm gonna do this. Just, you know, because I can. Oh, that was... Das war ein Satz mit X. There we go. I should stop. Damn. So what I said in the beginning, I'm afraid it's not enough contrast. It kinda is true, gotta say. I will spin more, which will make this lighter, because the paint is gonna stretch out more. Not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna put one here. And I will use the macaw black on the bottom. Damn, here. Just a bit because it's so powerful. Okay. Spread it out. So I don't have a lot of paint underneath the left. So the splatters don't splatter that much anymore. kind of like the effect though. Doing some more. I will do one more. I don't want to mess these ones up. They look like 3D holes, bubbles. I guess it depends from which direction you look. Okay. I think it still works as a cell activator. I can kind of tell here. I will do it right next time now. So yeah, like I said, the white was the new one. See how fast it sinks. So that must be, it's heavier than the other ones. God, I wish I knew what's its secret. Australian flow troll's secret, I meant. Okay, I guess you figured that one out. I think I'm just doing those because it's so fun to blow in there. This one looks cool, but it's barely coming back to the middle. So I need to do something with this. I know, guys. Oh, Cassie, that's funny. Ja, Karin, I know. Macht nur seine Arbeit. Ein bisschen, Helga's an overachiever. She does her work a little bit, I don't know. She's too serious. And it's so funny when she sometimes attacks other dogs, but I know exactly, only because she's overwhelmed and she's like tiny and she's more afraid than a threat. But once one dog decides to go after her, oh my God, she's like yelling and screaming like somebody's killing her. It's just the funniest thing. I actually know people who are like that. It's probably better to see that in a dog than in a human. Okay, shut up, Jessica, again. It's still not collected, but could you see how that the cells actually shrunk? And I really need to do something because everything is kind of sinking in itself. Let's see what happens. Whoop. Ooh, cool. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Oh, did I just drop something in there? There's still a bunch of paint in there. I think I'm not sure if I can save that composition. And here's why. I can't add more. I guess I could, but not a lot will happen because this technique needs the spin and the force to make the selection happen. I could put a swipe on there now and just move it a tiny bit, but there's things that I really like this one. I love the splatters here and the 3D effect that they are creating. But I blew it with this blow. This is too white. Like, my eye does not know what to look at. There's too many things. So, I will push this together without you yelling at me. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, I'm trying to push this in the middle, but also try to not have pillow paint showing. Why don't we play around a little bit? Do you sometimes do this? Like just push everything in the middle and then spin it out again without doing anything to it? Can give awesome effects. Can look pretty crappy too. I guess that's what we all signed up for with this type of art. There. Okay, everything pushed in the middle. I'll leave it like this. Add some pillow paint on the outside. Oh, that was the end of the can. Might be enough for this one though. Some mean people don't like this type of art because it's so fast. But since they don't do it, they don't know how long it takes to actually make something that you want to keep, because it is so fast. What do I know? Okay, super easy. Let's do one big splatter. I'm not sure if this is going to work out. All right, let me put the macabre black down. The gold. And then the white. Way too much. I know. One day I will learn. Oof! That got in my face. Ooh! I like it. I don't know how it's gonna look once it's spun out. I'm gonna wait till it collects. Oof, I got it all over my face. Okay, let me tilt this first. Yeah, the only downside to the squishing it, everything in the middle is you have different consistencies everywhere. And by doing this, I tell myself kind of make them all combine, or you know what I mean. Ooh, it could look cool. Okay. Elise, did you just say ooh? I heard that. Okay, let's pop those and hope they look, yes, that's what I want. Yay. That's what I'm going for, those big old bubbles popping. Yeah, I need to do more contrasting colors. I mean, yes, there's the white and the blue and the dark blue and the black, but this part here is so cool, and it would be way cooler if the colors were more contrasting. Let's spin this slowly first. Oh, this is exciting. Ooh. I will get rid of those already popped measles, because they will just expand with all the rest of the colors. And I don't want them necessarily bigger. Oh, it's very thick paint. Ugh. You know what? This guy bugs me. There's a lot of paint on there. I was worried it would not be enough. The reason why I'm not happy with that is I like the composition how it is now, but we have to tilt and spin and crap. And hurry. I learned that the last time. Hurry, 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 Jessica. Let's give another spin before I tilt a little more. Oh. Okay. Wow, yeah, this is cool. I'm glad I redid this. Okay, you can tell all the mass is in the middle. That's what it does when you spin your paintings. The middle always turns around itself, so the paint can't really move to the edges. That's why you always want to do a combination of tilting and spinning if you're spinning. I mean, Quatsch. You can do whatever you want to do. Rule number 1. But to really find composition and have a good drying result, you want to mix it up. Okay. This is fun. I also realized that when people come from a different technique where the paint is thinner, It's hard for them to see, how do I say that? That the paint is still moving. So obviously thinner paint moves quicker, and that a lot of times leads that to the point that you don't tilt off enough paint, which you have to do. Okay, this is I'm a little bit in a kerfuffle here. So I want this kind of like a little bit of negative space, but both corners is, I don't know. Let me think about this. Yeah, I gotta think about this. Clean up my hands, and I have a big paint splatter on my glasses. I should let that dry though. Hi Marla! Thanks for supporting me. This is wonderful. Maybe I use this to tell you guys. Lots of artists have these members. They have a Patreon. They have you can chat thanks them, super thank them. You can. There's so many ways to support an artist and give them money. I just want to make you guys aware that YouTube and Patreon and whatever else is out there, they all take their stake. So every time you give something to somebody, remember you're also giving to YouTube, Patreon. Not that it really matters, because that's basically the only way you can do this. But if you get the chance to buy art, to do, you know, send them a $5 bill in an envelope. That is, most of that, what did I want to say? Well, I guess I'm trying to say, just have that in mind. Know that the artist never gets 100% of that. Because I had people say, well, you get blah, 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 X amount of money, but it's actually not that way. Again, time to shut up. Pop some white bubbles, and also pop some air bubbles. What should I do with you? Damn. It was so promising, and now I'm a little bit overwhelmed with figuring out how to leave this. I'm gonna spin it. What the heck? Well, I guess the painting did what it wanted to do. And I might just cover that corner too. Nope, I'm going to spin one more time. Splatters! Love them. Love the opaly look of the macaw, the lagoon, and the turquoise. Really cool if you put in something like lakeside or mermaid, something blingy, bluish in different tones. I bet a purple would look great in there too. Let's just get enough paint off. Hello, Helga. Okay, I'll take it. Let me do something with, so too much, what's going on here? Big blob. I'm gonna leave it in there. Yeah, here you can see too much cell activator. That's when it kind of gets like spun out. It's not able to sync anymore. So there's a bunch of that gold on there, but there's what the cell activator does, it sinks through the other layers. The layers below come back up and you have a cell. The cell activator here has no chance to sink further because my paints are already spread out, but there's still a puddle of cell activator. So all that this paint can do is fly with the force, which I like to do as well. But yeah, I don't mind it here at all. Kind of like that black line. I love the splatters. I love these bubbles. These ones. I'm gonna get you down. Crunk. Okay. So that's my opaly cells. Can you tell? Not sure if you can see the shimmer. But this whole thing is a result of a splatter blow. Pretty random. I love these little cells here. I wish I could focus. I mean, could make my camera focus. I guess I can't get too close. There's the splatters, the black. Ooh, like it. Not sure about this part right now, but all together, it's pretty good. So I wish you could see. I wish I would focus in the first place. I mean, my camera. But the bling in there from the lagoon and the macaw. This is my favorite. Definitely my favorite. Loving the splatters, some cells, and all those things are bubbles, popped bubbles. I don't hate it. How's that? Not hate. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Look at my face. Not that. That's my skin, but I got some paint on my glasses. There we go. My hair kind of lost it too. So I don't hate it. It's better than last week. I will keep it. Yeah. I do have paint needles. Dear people, thanks for hanging with me. Is there anything that I need to tell you? You know about Seattle. You know that I'm teaching there. If not, well guys, I am. Come check it out. Never been to Seattle. Looking forward. I was a big grunger in the 90s. So I might snoop around a little bit. Yay, Lisa! Woohoo! Yeah, these events are super awesome, but I'm aware that it's also it takes some to participate. I mean, money, time, but it's so much fun. I don't want to go, but I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for everything. I'm glad you're good people. If you're not, you probably don't know that you're not good people. Okay, for the 100th time, shut up. Goodbye. I love you all.